Hi and welcome to the third part of German Words Translated. This time we'll have a look into the most horrifying children's book of all times, Der Struwwelpeter, or Funny Stories and Sweet Pictures, which is not true at all. My grandma read it to me when I was a child and I still have nightmares. This book is from 1858, so clearly different times back then. Wikipedia tried to summarize this book.
Each of the stories has a clear moral that demonstrates the disastrous consequences of misbehavior in an exaggerated way.
That's a really nice way to say it, but let's check for ourselves. The first story is The Bad Friedrich. And let's just say he's not average bad. He is kinda like the Antichrist bound to the body of a child. Well, that's not in the book, that's just my interpretation. So what does he do? He destroys chairs, kills birds, rips off the wings of flies. He even got a whip and he whips people with it. I mean, look at the cat at the bottom with a brick on it. Seriously, it's dead. It's so sad. One day Friedrich goes to the fountain and sees a dog. And because he never leaves his house without the whip, the Antichrist himself whips the poor dog. But the dog bites into his leg, takes the whip and runs away. Friedrich now doesn't look so happy. He had to suffer enormous pain and take bitter medicine by this creepy looking doctor. Meanwhile the dog ate cake, sausage and drank wine. That's just what dogs do when you don't look at them, right? He even takes care of the whip. The end. And the moral is, don't be the offspring of Satan. Story number 2. The sad story with the matches. This is Paulinchen. She's home alone with her cats, called Minz and Mounds, and apparently they can speak. They warn Paulinchen not to play with the fire, but she does it anyway. She dances around with the matches, and the cats still scream,
Meow, 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 throw it away or you will burn.
Well, it rhymes in German. Paulinchen should have listened to her cats, because now she is burning.
This girl is on fire!
And the cats are like,
Help, meow, meow, the child burns.
and all of what is left are the ashes of Paulinchen and her pretty shoes, because they were fireproof. And the moral is, if you have talking cats, you better listen to them, or you will burn in hell forever. Good night, sweet child. Nope, here comes story number 3. The story of the black boy. Even though it looks a bit racist, it isn't. So the black boy went for a walk and 3 really mean kids came by named Ludwig, Kaspar and Wilhelm. And they were laughing about the black boy, cause I quote, he is black as ink. Kaspar even brought his brezel. By the way, it's not pretzel, it's brezel. So here comes the huge Nicholas. He told the kids not to be mean and to leave him alone, but the kids were laughing louder than before. So Nicholas went mad, he grabbed the kids and put them into a giant ink bottle, making them more black than the black boy. And don't forget, never eat a brezel covered in ink. Yeah, Kaspar, I'm talking to you. The story of the wild hunter. The hunter is on his way to shoot a rabbit, but then he got tired and fell asleep. So the rabbit steals his gun and his glasses. Now the rabbit wants to shoot the hunter because now he can see much better with the new glasses. No, that's not in the story. So let's go on. The hunter saves his life by jumping into a fountain. The rabbit shoots the coffee mug of the hunter's wife, not knowing that his own rabbit's son is there at the fountain with a spoon in his hand. End of the story, the hot coffee burns the nose of the little rabbit. And the moral is, I have absolutely no idea. Maybe don't trust rabbits. The story of the thumbsucker. His name is Konrad and he looks like he is dead inside. His mother warns him not to suck his thumb while she is away, or else the tailor with his scissors comes along, cutting off his thumb as if it was paper. The story goes on, and as you can see, Konrad is not a smart boy. And we all know what's gonna happen. The tailor cuts off both of his thumbs. Well, that's a pretty straight story, Konrad, you shouldn't be surprised. And the moral is, don't mess with your tailor. The story of the soup Kaspar. Shortest story ever. He just says,
No, I'm not going to eat my soup.
then he gets thinner and thinner and thinner and then he dies. The end. And the moral is, eat your fucking soup. The story of the shaking Philip. Well, there's Philip. He doesn't want to sit calm at the dinner table. So what happens? He falls back holding onto the tablecloth, burying himself under all the food. The father is mad and the mother is somehow still searching for her food, I don't know. And the moral is, don't name your child Shaking Philip, because that's self-fulfilling prophecy somehow? I don't know. Hans looks up in the air. While Hans has a really nice body tension, he wanders through the world only looking up into the sky and having bad accidents with dogs. One day he watches the sparrows fly away, so he fell into the river. Even though he looks kinda dead in this picture, he is being rescued by weird men and he survives. Well, his folder is gone now and the three fish are laughing really loud. And the moral is, stop dreaming and get a job. The story of the flying robot. So there was a storm and all the good children knew that they should stay at their homes. Just Robert thought,
no, it must be fun outside.
But the wind took him and he flew so high that nobody could hear him scream. And nobody knows where the wind has taken him. And the moral is, you can fly with your umbrella, but it's probably going to kill you. Well, there's only one thing left to say. Good night and sweet dreams.